is the Megastar Angel Blue, and you're watching the Countdown City WrestleCast.
What is up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, JC. Joining me is that guy, Tommy.
Hello.
And we got Big Mike.
What's up, guys? We are here in 2026. Still not going to happen.
Yeah. Kind of keeping with the trend. Tommy's got I don't know what kind of battle axe he's got there, but
it's from God of War.
Oh, okay. The new God of War series.
Yeah, the Frost axe.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang, what is the name of this axe? Where did my brain go?
I haven't played those games yet. I need to catch up.
Oh, dude, they're so effing amazing.
I'm so behind with the esports does that. The other than that, my Lego Master Sword here.
I'm actually kind of jealous. That's pretty cool.
I got for Christmas from Tina.
And you have my screwdriver.
Yes, with the pedestal that I built as well. So
actually, at this point, we could go on like a Lord of the Rings style quest. Now we'd suck and we'd fail immediately, but we could go.
The Fellowship didn't make it out the entrance, but they tried.
Dang it. Fucking Balrog. All right, anyway.
If we got that far.
Yeah. You shall not pass. Okay, I guess you're gonna pass.
You shall not pass. You pass kind of easily. You pass kind of easily.
So I want to throw this out real quick. It's not per se a spoiler. If you haven't seen Stranger Things 5, but there is a Lord of the Rings reference in one of the last episodes. I forget which one. And it goes to when the Fellowship is trying to get into the mines of Moria, and they can't figure out the riddle to get in the door. Yeah. And then they finally figure it out, and it's, Melon to his friend. Yeah, there's a reference in there, which is really funny. And if you don't know, you don't get it, but
if you don't get it, you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, and you don't want to get HBO Max or anything, they'll be in Cinemark within a couple weeks, actually. They're going to re-show the whole thing. Yeah, so.
I did see that.
Cinemark is jumping on that.
I'm debating setting aside my entire day. I literally...
Now, before Mike goes any further, no, we are not crossing over with Stranger Things or any other Netflix series for that matter. I know WWE did crazy stuff on Monday. Yeah, and...
Did they do crazy stuff, or did they do stuff?
They did stuff. It seemed almost because the cast wasn't there. But I'm just saying, in a couple weeks or whatever it is when the new Bridgerton season comes out, if we see Corey Graves and Michael Cole in freaking old Renaissance stuff and everything like that, and there's a sex scandal going on backstage, we know they've really jumped the shark with this whole Netflix crossover.
Wait, again?
Or Vince is back. Da, 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 da.
So...
I think the only thing that would make it weird is if they weren't old timey stuff. If there's a sex scandal backstage, it's like, okay, so it's Tuesday then, right? So
all I know is if they do that, I'm gonna have to watch with Tina. She's gonna have to explain the references to me because she's excited for the next season of Bridgerton and all that stuff. So
I hear good things. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. Today we are going to recap everything that went down at Wrestle Kingdom 20. Tommy's gonna lead that discussion because there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Some of the stuff we said was probably going to happen that we didn't predict ended up happening after all. We'll jump and laugh about that, believe it or not. And there's been a little bit of, I don't know. There's a bit of news to discuss with NXT callovers. A bunch of them, actually. I'm just calling it that.
I know, I got you.
I mean, they already appeared on TV anyways. So.
Quickly wanted to shout out Angel Blue / Angela Armstrong. I know I played her liner. She posted up a TikTok video today. It's been 7 years since her neck injury that took her out of wrestling for 4 years. Had the surgery, recovered, got off the painkillers that she was on, got back in the ring. We'd had her on, interviewed a couple times. We got to see her back in the ring, got to see her Mission Pro. Changed her persona to the Alaskan Assassin, still suffered through some HC joint injuries, and then very, very recently had a baby as well. So she's... I check out up with her, but it looks like she's doing great. I think before we interviewed her, she talked about that injury. She was just like, oh, but now I think she's embraced that that's a part of her life. I think it's happened for a reason. So congrats to Angela Armstrong on that as well. So, but wanted to shout that out. Yes.
No, you like her. It's Angel Blue. You're not a fan of.
Angel Blue, you had an issue with.
Yeah, but
so.
Angel Armstrong. Yeah, I'm still not sure about her. Haven't really got to know her yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, real quick before we get into the wrestling news, we talked about this on a group chat. It's been a while since we've seen Izzy Moreno in the San Antonio area. And she's not coming to San Antonio, but she's going to be in Laredo in a couple of weeks. Something I think Mikey read across the flyer. She's wrestling Denise Day.
So 2 members of WrestleCast family are going to be wrestling.
Yeah. Yes, in a backyard on South Laredo Street, right down the road from the Guadalupe Pulga in Laredo, Texas. I know exactly where that is, believe me. So
the other joke we made is in the group chat. You said that's the one by the Pulga, and I said it's Laredo, or isn't everything by a Pulga?
Okay, there's a bunch of Pulgas, yes, but the Guadalupe one's the best one, and the other one is the. It's like brand new. It's kind of like a mini Trader's Village. I think they call it Pulga Blanca because it's all white buildings, but it's kind of out in this open land.
Like Trader's Villito?
No, but it is pretty damn cool, the stuff that they have out there.
What's up, Jason?
Try to make a trip there.
Oh, and also Angel, we see you in there.
Yes. What's up, Gal? So yeah, it posed the question. I'm going to pose it to you guys because Tina asked the question too. I was like, does this mean Izzy's going to be coming back to San Antonio sometime soon?
I wouldn't think so. I just think it means she's taking different bookings and then she's getting offerings.
Okay.
She seems pretty set there in Orlando, and I think the idea is to be close there to, potentially get that NXT signing, the PC, if you will.
Right.
So
because you never know what's going to happen with that.
But she's come to Texas a few other times. She came to the Wrestling Cartel. She was at stuff, I think, during All In Weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
I think she.
But usually she does the girls' night out whenever they have that one.
There was a lot of stuff happening that weekend that I actually did not get to go to.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it.
And a lot of the reasons because a lot of stuff was sold out, so that whole weekend.
Alrighty. Well,
but yeah, no, cool to see her back in Texas. So.
Indeed,
it is a little close to home, a little 2-hour drive. It's MLK weekend. Considering maybe possibly driving down there to see that. So now, fair warning, if you are going to be out there, yes, it is. It's going to be an outdoor venue. It's going to be seemingly, I'm not too familiar with it, but I've looked up the address of it. It says it's like they literally says on the flyer, this address in the back. I was like, oh, great. This is going to be some backyard lucha venue, but we'll see how it goes.
Literally.
Yeah.
Angel just went ahead and said it with all the confidence. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a shame because my kids have been asking. They miss her. So yeah.
But again, y'all said it was MLK weekend, and that's Tina's home. So
yeah.
Down.
See how the weather is because MLK
MLK
week is notorious for bad weather in the state. It really is. So yeah.
Is that racist? Okay.
No, it's just the truth. When you're a coach softball, like you're trying to sign up for a tournament, there's always freaking rain.
No,
that weekend.
I mean, it could be though. I'm just saying.
Gosh.
Juneteenth is the thing. I'm just saying, Juneteenth is the thing.
I know. I'm thankful. I get a bank holiday for that now too. It's
given
great.
certain people that run the state, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. All right. So NXT talent on the move, kind of really announced in passing. But Trick Williams, Javon Evans, Lash Legend, and Jordan Grace heading to Raw or SmackDown. They really haven't said which one's going to where.
Javon Evans for sure. They said Raw because they signed him on Raw.
Decided on Raw. Okay,
that's right. I did hear that.
And Trick Williams, I think, is more or less confirmed SmackDown since he confronted Sami Zayn.
I was going to say he showed up, right?
Yeah,
he showed up. Yeah.
And Last Legend is teaming with Nia Jax right now, and
she's been up for a while technically. I feel like, so.
And Jordan Grace just showed up, so I don't know. Yeah, so
okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get off too far on a tangent, but you bring her into the Rumble. What was it? 3 years in a row?
Something
2 years in a row.
That's when she was a TNA champion, but yeah. So
right.
Well, the first time, but
And then, just when you're cool, we have this big, awesome, women's wrestler we can bring in. Let's send her to NXT, cut off all of her momentum, and totally dampen anything she brought in. And now we're gonna move her to the. She never won the NXT Women's title.
No, she didn't.
Can you believe that?
I can't.
Only
because
what are you doing? You had a slam dunk and you threw it off the backboard. You didn't miss the layup. You did like go in and out. You threw it off the backboard. Like, what was that?
It's one of the many booking questions I have.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they did the same thing with Mariah May. Because I can't remember her. See, that's how bad this is. I can't remember her.
It's Blake Monroe.
Thank you.
Blake Monroe.
Well, they're also threatening to call her up. So I don't know if that's good or bad for her, honestly, at this point.
Honestly, me neither. Because it kind of like with Jordan Grace, she came with all the momentum in the world because she came out that amazing feud with Toni Storm, and then they just kind of coasted her. And then her and Jordan had a thing, and it was cool, but they felt like they didn't do nothing with it after it was over.
Well, I mean, did you hear one of Toni Storm's final promos to her that she was just going to go off into mediocrity? So, I mean...
And then, see, I feel bad saying this, but then you keep the belt on JC Jane, and not that she's horrible, but, like, there could have been more back and forth with that or something. Like... I don't know. Maybe they just feel like she's reliable.
Even when they took the title off of her, they put it right back on so fast.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, what was the point?
I agree. What's up, Bernsey?
What's up? So, yeah, anyways. That's a wild one there. But I think the one that obviously the one that's been kind of talked about the most is it literally just happened last night. Opa Femi retained over Leon Slater and then left the NXT Championship in the ring to close the show. So, officially, the NXT championship is vacant. Vacant must have cashed in his Money in the Bank title match briefcase shot and did it quickly between the camera cuts to the backstage area. So, you know.
Now I just want to see like an image on NXT of like Obafemi laid out in like a silhouette behind him.
You know, this day of AI, I'm sure somebody's going to do it.
Yeah, you're not wrong, actually.
So, I mean, I can hope the vacant Twitter account is the one that puts that out there. So,
for sure.
So that's 5 names that we know of as of now that are getting called up, called over, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Now, obviously, Ava did this little thing with it backstage. You know, there's going to be a chance for NXT call-ups. But, Mike, you said we were talking about it. Can they get some people that have actually been doing great and actually give them, you know, some more time? Noticeably, Ren Sinclair, obviously, you know.
Or not like a year later, what they did with Carmelo Hayes, who just won a title now.
Yeah.
So,
but also, and you know, I know we're biased, but again, the proof is in the fact that every time they seem to bring in a new big name, their first match or like one of the first ones was with Ren.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure she had Stephanie's first match. I think she had Julia's. Like. So clearly you realize she's like competent in the ring and like she's going to give them a good match. And she's like, obviously her funny now is different from what we knew her as when she was on the indies. But hilarious, like one of the most entertaining people. We said this when she first started doing this. I'm fearful that she's going to have to take a Chelsea Green route to get to.
Yeah, I get
you know, I hate that, but call up to Totems? Potato.
Tattoo? Wasn't that a band?
Oh, they reunited, I heard. I think they
came back.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, Ricky Saints won the NXT title, only give it back. Yeah, that's actually that's actually true.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only reason I thought they kind of did that is I thought maybe they had plans for Ricky Saints to move him up or move him over. You know, charismatic, talented. Maybe they saw so that they could bring him in. So, but yeah, that is true. Like, why do that with Oba? And why'd you do that with Ricky? So,
and then Ricky screwed over Javon Evans in his title shot to set something up, and Javon Evans just left. So what the hell is the point of all that? Oh my god!
Just call Ricky up to be Cody's buddy who gets beat up all the time, and Cody has to come like be the hero, like something like that. Even
that would make more sense than what they just did. Because why did if they were going to call it? Why did A, Javon have the match? B, did Ricky cost him that? And C, even have Oba win the damn thing back in the first place?
I hope Ricky cuts a promo like Oba saw me coming. That's why he dropped the title and left.
That would actually make a lot of sense.
I have zero proof of this, but I feel like it's probably The Rock's fault.
Oh man, I believe it.
Read it as I spell it. This is like the episode of Friends when they're trying to learn French.
Yeah.
By June? That was she. Angel, by the way, I'm an English major. You did not add nearly enough phonetics for that to make that clear what you just spelled, by the way. Because how I said Tai Tomb, honestly, that could be accurate. You don't know. You didn't add nearly enough phonetic signs.
Are you passing English this year?
Ooh, yikes. But honestly, now I want to know, are you?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it kind of on the WWE front. There's a little more news to discuss on the New Japan side, but we will get to that when we talk Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes.
Locally, we know Hybrid's next event's January 24th. RCW is February 15th.
Yeah, there is one other thing that kind of got, I think it was yesterday. United brought out a thing. They haven't named the date, but they did say in a graphic, normally our season starts in March. We're starting earlier this year.
Yeah.
They've secured more venues as well. So coming soon, we hope.
Yeah, I'm glad they're still around. It was kind of a tumultuous year with them losing, the venue that they had and everything, but they survived. They kept going.
BS.
Yeah. Hoping to see them back at the food truck park right around the corner from my house.
That was fun, yes.
It was a blast. So, all right. Well, let's get into our discussion of Wrestle Kingdom 20. A lot that happened, a lot of title changes. I can kind of go through the list of title changes if y'all want, but let's see. Sayuri is now the IWGP Women and the Strong Women's Championship. So it's not a unified title. There's two separate lineages. Aaron Wolf, now the Never Openweight champion.
Yeah, that's so fucking happy when that happens.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what I'm missing here. Never Openweight 6. Yeah, that's some bullshit. TMDK wins the Rambo for the Never Openweight 6-man tag titles. And then, of course, Yota Tsuji defeats Takeshita. Now holds the IWGP Global and the IWGP Heavyweight Championships. And I guess we could talk about that here. So, obviously, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion had been unified with the Intercontinental title, right?
Yes.
That's what it was. So they had a whole lineage for it. But now they want to, I guess did they rename it back to just the Heavyweight Championship? So the World Heavyweight, or how do they handle that?
Okay, so here's how it technically worked. Okay, so Jason just said it. Bless the Lord, the V.
Yeah.
Dude, that has been all
just like you said.
It's all over my feed, and every person I know who hated the world title belt has been messaging me. Okay, so here's how it worked. Like you said, when the V4 heavyweight title and the Intercontinental title merged, it became the IWGP World Championship. Okay, so Yoda was adamant that if he won the match, he was going to bring back the V4 version, which he did. So how it works now is, yes, that belt, the V4, because it was IWGP World Heavyweight Championship was technically a separate belt. The IWGP Heavyweight Championship, that's the one that's been active since 1987, 87, 88, whichever one you want to say. So here's how it works. When the belts were unified in 2021, technically the IWGP Heavyweight Championship was deactivated, but when Yoda brought it back, they officially recognized every person who had the World Heavyweight Championship as retroactively being heavyweight champion. So all their reigns counted as part of the IWGP Heavyweight Championship reign. So now Yota Tsuji is technically the 87th IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
So if you go back and count Kota, Will Ospreay, Shingo, Okada again, Jay White, Sonata, all those guys, they all counted.
Right. You're in order. Keep going. I want to see if you get the whole order of this. So start with Kota and let's see if you got this.
Okay, I was looking at it, but I won't look at it anymore. Okay.
Okay, go.
So
you could have not told us and just made it.
No.
I'm trying to quiz him here.
Crap! Who did I just say? Kota.
You had the order. Kota, Ospreay,
Shingo,
Vacant. Yeah, and then Shingo.
Yeah, Vacant.
Yeah.
I forgot Vacant. Yeah. Shingo. Was it Jay?
No, there's somebody before Jay.
There's somebody before Jay. Shingo. Freaking hell! Who was before Jay? Was it Kota again? No, Kota was there once. Was it Will again?
No, it was Okada.
Okada had it again. Okay, the Okada
then Jay. Then
Okada again.
yeah.
Then Sonata. Naito.
Yes.
Zack Sabre Jr.
No, you're missing 2 reigns between there.
Oh crap! I am. You're right. Oh. Damn it.
He's Gaijin, but not British.
Yeah. I know.
Game
John
Kid.
Moxley.
Moxley.
No. It was Moxley, right?
Mox.
Okay. Moxley. Wasn't it Shingo again after that?
It was Naito at Forbidden Door.
Naito won it again. Then
Zack.
Then Hiroki Goto.
Yeah.
Then no, Takeshita went after that?
No, there was another
there
reign.
was one in between.
It went back to.
Was it Sabre?
It was Sabre.
It was Sabre. Okay, then Takeshita, and then
Yota Tsuji. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dang it.
So all those 15 reigns essentially get added to the lineage.
All those
of
50
the...
reigns get added. So, and I think technically, Coda's reign counts in that already. So that's why. So yeah. Okay. So basically, all those reigns add up to. So basically, instead of saying like none of those guys were ever champion, they were all heavyweight champion. But now, did Evil win the world title? No, Jason. Evil never won the world title. He won the he. This is when they were still separate belts. He won the heavyweight title from Naito.
Okay.
That's when they were still separate belts.
Well, long story short, everyone's happy the V4 title's back.
Actually, yeah, there was like very very few people are like have been complaining. Usually, you know how there's a lot of controversy sometimes when something like that happens. Yeah, this is the one time the entire wrestling world was like, yeah, we're good.
Could you repeat that?
Yep.
Mike, just go on Cage Match or Wikipedia. Your patience there.
All right. Well, yeah. So that's kind of the title reigns that changed hands, and then of course on New Year's Dash there was the Ichiban and Sweet Boys winning the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships as well. So.
And the Knockout Brothers retained the tag title, the heavyweight tag title. So
yes, yeah. So that was a title change. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was a surprising night in some ways, but then again, not as much. Do you want me to talk about everything else before we get to Tanahashi, or what?
Yeah, I figured you're gonna want to talk Honey Lash, but I guess just kind of give us some highlights, like what matches stood out to you, what moments, you know.
The women's match absolutely freaking delivered. I wish they had more time. If they had more time, I bet they would have kicked it up to a higher gear. But of course, the show must go on. United Empire reformed. Andrade El Idolo is officially a part of it.
Okay.
Will Ospreay showed up at New Year's Dash to talk to them, and Callum Newman wanted to attack him, but everyone else stopped him. So. Yes, Angel, in 87. There have been 87 IWGP heavyweight champions over since 1988. But one of the biggest things, and this actually leads to what happened the following night, Jake Lee, who when he first debuted in New Japan before he got injured, was part of Bullet Club War Dogs. He defected to United Empire. He also jumped Yota Tsuji after the match to, I guess, assert himself as the first challenger. Okay. Speaking of the Bullet Club War Dogs, if you guys haven't heard, Bullet Club was officially disbanded.
Oh.
Yeah, the following night.
I did see that.
The following night at New Year's Dash, Yoda, Shingo, Hiromu joined forces with the Bullet Club War Dogs, but they officially disbanded Bullet Club to form a new unit. So Bullet Club, as we know it, has officially ended after 13 years.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Where did time go?
I know, right?
Cue the knockoff Bullet Club merch hitting Hot Topic and everyone else's, stuff like that.
Well, I guess if I have to buy it, I have to buy it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but Jake Lee has been a big deal across Japan. He actually held the main titles in All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah. So if he wins the main belt in New Japan, he'll be one of the few people who's had all three. it's a very, very small list of some people who've had all three of the main titles of those companies. So he could be another one. One thing that was cool about the junior number one contender match was everyone beat up House of Torture, and I could not have been happier about that. Like House of Torture
Was Chase there for any of it?
No.
Okay.
He wasn't. I'd have laughed uncontrollably if he had got beaten up too, though.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, but House of Torture lost every single match, and I could not be happier about that. Shout out to Aaron Wolf. Literally his first match in pro wrestling, and they put him through the ringer. They even put him through one of the New Japan tables. You know, the ones that infamously don't break?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, he was laying on top of it, and Balak Fale jumped on top of him. So it broke then, but, barely. But shout out to him. He won by technical knockout, but honestly, Evil was tapping. I don't care.
They show it as technical submission on this.
Yeah,
thing,
Evil
so,
tapped.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
Evil totally tapped. I don't care what they say. Evil totally tapped. So
I'm interested. You said he's obviously such a big celebrity in Japan over there, being an Olympian. How crazy was the pop for him when he came out? I mean,
it was crazy, but for a different reason. So instead of him coming out in like custom attire and all this stuff, he actually came out dressed like a young lion. He had black trunks, like regular white wrist tape, and he actually cut his hair. Like he can't, because he said he wanted to come out like a young lion, so he actually went the young lion route, and that got a bigger reaction because he wasn't coming in like he was the next big deal. He came in like he wanted to be a rookie, so
he didn't come in wearing like a judo gi or anything like that. Yeah, he came in.
He wore something similar to not a judo gi, but he wore something similar like one to the ring, and then when he took it off, that's what everyone saw he was wearing like young lion gear. Nice. But he did great though. Sold great. Not as polished yet as you might think, but he's definitely on his way. And like nothing was bad. It just wasn't as polished as he probably will be in the future.
Yeah.
So good look. Like he did really great though. And of course, Evil. I'll give Evil credit being the piece of crap he is. Made him look like $1 million anyway. So, House of Torture lost, so I don't care. House of Torture lost. Yay.
And then, of course, you mentioned Yota Tsuji defeats Takeshita. And now he's a double title holder. They're not unifying it. They're still two separate lineages. Yeah. And then, of course, Okada defeats Tanahashi's retirement match.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of the tributes, people that showed up in the ring to pay tribute to him.
Yeah. And also, WWE wouldn't let Nakamura film. So to them, I say, fuck you. Sorry.
Yeah.
So.
You
realize there's 10,000 things they've done this week. We could have said that too, but
I know, but I'm mad specifically about that in particular.
Fair.
I was watching, hoping they would like get the stick out of their ass for like just 2 minutes to let Nakamura walk down.
What do you mean?
Just
Nitro literally just left the company and he showed up.
All I asked them to do was show up and make an announcement, like I always do at the show, and they wouldn't let me.
Not to wrestle him, not to get in just go hug one of his best friends. That's all I was.
Leave him some flowers, give
him some flowers, give him a hug, raise his arm to the people. But shout out to Konosuke Takeshita. He was wearing a red band on his bicep, and when they asked him if it was for Nakamura, he couldn't say his name, but he said, "I wore it for someone who asked me to because he couldn't be here."
Yeah.
So shout out to Takeshita. Class act that dude, man. Class act that dude. I wouldn't be surprised if he's the main event of Wrestle Kingdom sometime in the future.
He's got that pretty badass riot party thing. Yeah. Oh, just because you got good hair and you're good looking and the women love you and you're great at wrestling. And where am I going with this?
and clearly you're a person who cares about the business. Yeah. You think of others. You're a nice guy. What is my point?
Well, as far as our pick results in Wrestle Kingdom, I went 4-4, right there, 500. Tommy 5-3, Mike 6-2. Yeah.
When Shuri beat Saya, I was like, "Are you effing kidding me right now?"
The only ones Mike missed, of course, were the never open weight Rambo. None of us picked TMDK to win that.
No.
And then, of course, all of us went, like we said, it
literally
seems
everyone
to be,
else for the.
Seems to be the curse of New Japan for us. In a 4-way match, we're all picking somebody, and then the fourth person we don't pick is the one that wins. So Desperado winning the
I
number
didn't think
contender.
Desperate was gonna win because he's constantly winning at Wrestle Kingdom. Since when is that his event?
I'm convinced Gato watches our show and books opposite just to fuck with us. I'm convinced at this point. So,
Damn you,
yeah.
Gato! Oh.
Yeah. So
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
So I do want to give a big shout out to everyone who came out to support Tanahashi after his loss, and I want to give a big shout out to Okada for how they did the match, because of course Okada was very AEW with it. He instead of doing the Rainmaker pose, he did the middle finger to the crowd and everything, blah blah blah. Showed up like he was I'm like a big star now. I don't need this place, but it was like he couldn't put Tanahashi down until he pulled out the old Rainmaker side of himself. Like he did the pose finally, and the camera zoomed that he finally had to do the pose and then hit the Rainmaker to pin Tanahashi. But after he won and the music was playing everything, Tanahashi's laying on the ground. Okada got the mic and said real quick, he said, I think he said, like, in all seriousness, Tanahashi, thank you very much, and he left the ring, and then that's when everyone else came down. I've been telling everybody that man left that ring because he was about to burst into tears. Like his greatest rival, one of the reasons that man was on the map, just retired. That man left that ring because he was this close to crying, and I do not blame him, because to this day, like, one of the reasons I got New Japan World in the first was because those two were having another match, and I was like, I'm not missing watching this live. So and then I'll never forget when they did the first time G1 Climax up in Dallas, and Tanahashi and Okada were the main event. The crowd was on their feet for the bell rang, because that's how big a deal that was, and we knew it. So and everyone coming out, Jay White, Omega, Kota, and like many people, I absolutely was not crying when Shibata came out and did the whole chop and hug thing. I absolutely was not in tears. There were no cameras. None of you can prove it. That's my story.
Then my question for you is, which New Japan legend is retiring at next year's Wrestle Kingdom? Because it seems to be becoming a pattern here.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
Tommy's like evil.
Yeah.
Yes, but no. Honestly, I thought Tiger Mask was retiring already, but then he showed up at the Rambo.
Which version of them?
Whichever one's still currently wrestling, and okay. and honestly, I think he's 4. Tiger Mask 4. Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
I honestly don't know. I'm just making the joke.
I'm literally trying to check right now because I can't remember. I think he's 4. It's currently wrestling. Anyway, but maybe him. I would have said Naito if he didn't already leave the company. So
yeah, that's true.
Because he's freaking in. He's in Noah now. Oh, and him and Bushi won the tag titles over there. So. So and so that's when he showed up at New Japan. It's actually a bit of a shock, because he even said in the ring, he said, I may never wrestle in a New Japan ring again. He said, I won't. So, so I was like, damn. So yeah, that was cool. They even did the LIJ salute. Him and Tanahashi did. That was pretty cool. And everyone thought Naito was gonna hit him, but he didn't.
All right, Tommy, you're the only one that watched this. Did you want to give a WrestleCast rating for this? 0 to 5, 5 being WrestleMania 17, 0 being December to December. Or WrestlePalooza. We haven't decided just yet. So,
I think at this point, we might have to pick WrestlePalooza for that new lowest rating. Yeah, I'll pick, and I'll just be honest. I'll give it a 5. I feel like it was a really good event overall, but the main event with Tanahashi and Okada is what really set it over the edge. And it really did feel like, and I know, because if you hear people talk about it in the last few months, Tanahashi's really slowed down because he's gonna retire. He was getting older, so he couldn't move like he used to. That night, it looked like young Tanahashi. It looked like Ace of the Universe, once in a century talent Tanahashi, who was moving like nobody's business. Him and Okada, one last time. Main event the Tokyo Dome. One of the reasons that New Japan got put on the world stage like it has been in recent years, and they freaking proved why this is their 4th time main eventing the Tokyo Dome. They proved why they did it so many times, and they earned it. So shout out to everyone for making that a great event, and shout out to President Tanahashi. Enjoy retirement, sir. But he's still running the company, and he'll always have that fantastic head of hair, so it doesn't even matter. So I'm jealous of the hair, man. It's like he's gonna not, yeah, but his hair is also gonna be fantastic. The hair is amazing. So, but yeah, solid 5, no question about it.
All right, awesome.
The number of memes, kind of like after the Sting match, after the John Cena's match, they posted Sting everywhere. I saw this meme probably 3 times of like, that's how you do a retirement match, including the Simpsons meme of smacking the kid in the head. It's like, that's how you do a retirement match.
Yeah, that's never going to get lived down, right?
Oh, not at all.
Nope.
Especially not within the last like 3 years, 2 different companies did it 10 times better.
All right. Well, thank you, Tommy, for that rundown of Wrestle Kingdom. So much appreciated, good sir.
Yeah.
So, anything else to talk about before we get to 1 minute warning? Because this is kind of that low where there's not like a whole major thing. It's kind of everything is just kind of dormant as we get stepping up into the Royal Rumble season. So, yeah.
I was trying to think if something else happened at Wrestle Kingdom that I might have missed or the date. No, because I mentioned the Bullet Club stuff. I mentioned Jake Lee and everything. Okay, no, I think I'm good for that. For going.
Mike, can you think of anything or not? Really?
I mean, nothing big. Like Becky won the IC Women's title back from Maxine Dupree on Raw.
Jason's coming.
Tanahashi didn't tap out.
Oh my gosh! Fantastic.
Not wrong.
You mentioned that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky winning the women's tag team titles. Something else we missed last night. Izzy Dame is now the women's North American champion on NXT.
Are they just gonna ping pong that belt back and forth now? Like, because I get why they have a problem when Thea won it, because whatever. But like, okay, ping pong it back and forth seems like a terrible idea. But
I don't know how she's gonna get to Saudi Arabia, but we got this announcement apparently. So
she's gonna,
okay.
Good luck, Angel.
Like our true lady, she's gonna undeclare herself.
Well, you better get on that passport thing because I may not get here in time. And then also Julia is the new women's United States champion.
Yeah.
So
title changes in WWE too.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Jason, damn.
Jesus.
And also, to be fair, another reason why Wrestle Kingdom lasted like 30 minutes longer than it did. They actually had him on almost like a parade float going around the Tokyo Dome to raise the fans. So and yes, I did.
His hair covers all his head, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, just checking.
Oh Lord!
Not that I should be talking. I'm just saying.
Anyone surprised at the Punk? They kept the title on Punk over Braun Breaker on Monday.
Not as much as some people thought. Like they're gonna save that for
something big. I figured that'll happen either Mania or something.
Okay.
It's not going to be an illusion of Aid or Vecna or anything when it happens. All right, it's gonna be like at a big show, not the big show, but
yeah. Obviously, Rumble's in Saudi Arabia. They're getting ready to do a European tour as they get ready to that. I forgot about being inside. That's hilarious. That's
good.
But then Chamber is in Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, this year. So
I think so.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe you because I didn't check.
Yeah, Angel, maybe you can qualify for the Elimination Chamber. You never know. So
there you go. Yeah. So just have to pay the hefty fee, maybe.
I don't know if that shows by a Pulga, but we'll find out.
If they ever have it in Laredo, it would be my one. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, that's.
Tommy, did you see that? Did you mention that earlier?
No, I didn't.
I thought I heard that somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe I was reading it on Reddit.
He's gonna come back under a different name. Tanahashi's retired. He's gonna have a whole new ring name under a mask, something like that, dude. It'd be wild. So yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
but no, I know we made that joke about Cena, but I feel like kind of like with Sting, I think Tanahashi's is done and done. I think he's gonna focus on being like the New Japan president now.
Okay. All right. Let's get in then to our 1 minute warning segment here. Mike, do you have something this week?
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're, hang on. This is coming up. Let me pause, restart, switch. Whenever you're ready, sir, go for it.
All right. So I really just want to reiterate something that we pretty much were saying all last year and have said for several years. And that is go support your local indie wrestling. Also, I mean, just on top of like the amazing show, the stuff going on, like we've seen kind of recently, Maya World and High End, who are big in Texas, got signed with AEW. Jesse Funaki got his time on TNA, got to do a couple shows with them. And there's tons of people, both specifically in the San Antonio area and in the more northern Austin, up into the DFW Houston area, that are going to be up there soon. Hit's a guy who is not going to be, not signed for very long. The dude's got size, he's got presence. Like someone's going to take him up real quick. And there's all kind of guys, and then even those who may not be getting signed anytime soon. Like it's such a fun experience. Just this year, Tommy, we had a person we just met who fell in love with wrestling at a con, and now is like going to all these shows. Like, told me they may be going to an out of town show because they happen to be going out of town. I won't share all the details, but I was like, cool, go have fun. Like, and it's a great atmosphere. We've talked about this for a couple of years. You get to meet people. You become regulars. There's weirdos, but we're all weirdos. So,
Definitely.
Go find go to the local Pulga, man. If they're doing a little show, go check it out and see what's going on. So.
I mean, there's always at some point where there's Trader's Village. There's got to be something. Part of me wishes that show that Izzy and Denise are at the Pulga right down the road because there's room for a ring right there, like just kind of right near the shops.
I love that.
Get some corn of the cup, get your agua fresca, turn around, boom, wrestling. So, yep.
That's the dream.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right next to the guy selling old video games. Tommy, you got something this week?
Sure.
All right, go ahead, sir.
Okay, kind of piggyback off Mike before I get my main thing. Shout out to Roche Chanel and London Dior, who are also on Collision just this past week.
Right.
Nice.
I love them both so much. Roche, especially since I've known her for such a long time, and they're both fantastic. But going back to the Tanahashi match, I do want to just bring up the number of emotions in that match. It really was a case of it was so crazy back and forth. Now, I know we said the right thing to do would be for Tanahashi to lose, and go out like that. But the match was so good after a certain point, it didn't matter who won anymore, because this was really a case of, them just trying to bring back that old magic that they had, in the mid 2010s and everything like that, from like Wrestle Kingdom 10 and 7 and I think 8, yeah. So it felt like that. It felt like it was those two back at the heat of their rivalry, battling out over the IWGP Heavyweight Championship when Okada just came back from an excursion, declaring he would be the new face of New Japan. He would be the new future of wrestling, and he was and is currently. So it was really good. All kidding aside, I did get emotional watching guys like Jay White, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, all those guys come down. All these guys who were partners and proteges of Tanahashi. And to see Shibata come down, who was one of the the Three Musketeers of that era, to come out and do that quick little lock up and chop exhibition, and then they ended with a hug. It was super emotional, and it shows. Yeah, and to watch it live, because when Shibata ripped his shirt off and he was like, "Come on, let's do this," I was like, I think everyone just said the same thing. Hell, let's do this. So when they did that, it was really just like a ceiling moment of showing what that camaraderie meant to not just them, but to New Japan as a whole. And like I said, the saddest part was Nakamura didn't get to be there, but in spirit he was there because that's right. Tanahashi, I didn't mention this part. Tanahashi, he actually did hit a PK, which is Shibata's finisher, and he hit the Bomaye, which is Nakamura's finisher, as we call it the Kinshasa now. Yeah. So he even did Nakamura's taunt, and he did the whole yow from the corner and everything. So yeah, so Nakamura was there in spirit, and I think they posted a picture later, so it may have been like Nakamura was like in Japan, just couldn't be on the show. So, but shouts out to Tanahashi. He could not have had a better career. And he didn't just put New Japan on the map. He was New Japan for years and years, and I can't wait to see where New Japan goes next because the V4 belt's back. Look, the V4 belt's back.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that. Let's freaking go. 2026, we've got the V4 back.
All right.
I didn't realize how much I missed it until I saw it. I was like, "Oh my god, that's so beautiful!" And I didn't even hate the world title, but I love the V4 belt.
It looks a little cleaner, So.
Yeah,
It looks more like.
Oh, sorry. No, I was trying to get it set up without it going crazy here. So
We'll get back in.
yeah. All right. Yes, Joaquin.
Holy heaven!
Match here. Yes.
The lights
Back at the house. As you can see, we got some more props.
Not be
Yeah.
funny.
Again, this is wrestling as booked by an 8-year-old. Got a couple months before he turns 9, but still. I haven't seen these. I don't want him to let me know what this stuff is, so I don't know how this is going. But let's see. I think these are pretty enjoyable. So here we go.
Today we are here to see who will become the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. These two will split if they win, but these two will have their titles remaining if they win.
Two individual titles on the line.
Ding, ding, ding. Wait, he has a sword and he uses it to his advantage. Unloading on Cody. Finn's getting the ladder in for him. Sets up the ladder on the second rope. Tag. Powerbomb position.
Do we need a tag on this?
Instead he moves onto his own partner. Tag to Roman. Spear. Another spear. Both men up. Double spear. Roman attempting. Wait, Boston Gold's in the ring. He tried to push the ladder down, but it's caught by Uso. Tag to Cody. Is this going to be a double crossroads?
Oh my god.
It will. Double spear.
I kind of want to see a double crossroads in real life.
Cody's at the
How
top.
does that work?
Yeah.
And Roman win the titles back. And they get the W. They both are still the undisputed champion and the World Heavyweight Champion. Cody and Roman are on another level.
Michael Cole just keep on talking while they're celebrating.
I mean,
for a handshake.
Oh, here we go.
No, he hit him with a low blow. Betraying him. Wait, Jey Uso, the main event champion's in the ring. Oh, spear.
Oh gosh,
Now he's gonna check on Cody.
that's where they leave us. That's where it goes off the air. Nice,
That's on the credits below.
nice cliffhanger. Wow, it's gonna get to the point as he gets older where he's gonna edit in the credits in here at some point.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre
With the sword. Hold up.
He's like, nah, F this stuff. I'm sick of it.
Hold up. This literally went TV 14 at some point. Like, holy snap! This is like hardcore match.
Yo, it's so bad that I'd much rather watch this than ever turn on Netflix.
Well, no duh.
It's so bad that I would so much rather watch.
I need to see how a double crossroads is executed.
Me too.
My mind is blown.
Why am I picturing like a Marvel vs. Capcom super move where he like jumps up and turns them, like twists them a bunch of times and slams them down?
Okay, that I can buy.
Look, all I'm saying is if Cody nails a double crossroads at WrestleMania this year, we know where he got the idea. Okay, yeah, that looked pretty.
All I'm saying is, at some point, I just want to be like, so Triple H, seen any good podcast recently? No. What are you talking about? No. You don't watch some guys from San Antonio and this, at the time 8-year-old kid putting on a no. What you talking about? Never seen that before in my life.
I have some fun with it because he'll randomly just leave his ring there. He'll have like Roman holding the title up in the corner because these rings have like little posts where you can put the wrestlers like they're standing on the rope.
Oh yeah.
And so I one time just kind of snuck in because you get the Money in the Bank set, so he's got the briefcase, which opens, by the way. Like you never see it open on TV, but it opens on the TV. So I just randomly he put it there. He went to go take a shower. So I grabbed Boston Gold and put Boston Gold holding the briefcase and just kind of put him right behind Roman like he's about to hit him. And Joaquin comes back and is like, "What is going on here?" And I was like, "I don't know." So,
you should have said Vince Russo suddenly did the booking.
yeah, right.
I love Angel's comment though. Oh my God, our budget has gone up.
Yeah, definitely got the music in there. Also canceling Netflix right now. That's hilarious. So
I mean,
yeah.
But you got to wait for the 9th episode.
Plus, Star Search is coming back. Did you see that, guys? In 2 weeks,
I did
Star
not,
Search
honestly.
live on Netflix. Yeah, on Tuesdays. Anyway,
If it's not with the original dude, what's the point?
well, he's kind of died. So
I know.
yeah,
he's kind of died.
yeah. So I'm curious to see who they have hosted. Yeah,
Mostly dead, not all dead.
yeah, not mostly dead. He's not all dead, but mostly dead. Yeah.
I'm also just kind of tired. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I really hope it's Carson Daly, just for the hell of it. The guy needs work.
Yeah.
You know,
Carson, dude.
MTV's off the air, so he might as well. So
What's he, like 60 now?
Yeah,
Oh.
he can still do it. Ed McMahon wasn't young when he did it either, so
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I just looking at a clip from Raw, Dynamite, and looking at what Mercedes Moné has on, just like it's almost like it's like a funeral veil, except it's white with a hat. I think she's in mourning from losing some of her.
I hope she goes full on New Day with it. Gets the big ass hat that Xavier Woods had. For
that hat was so ridiculous. I had to respect it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Joaquin, for that. That was fantastic. I'm
was
looking forward to the next
fantastic.
one always. Yeah, the production value has definitely gone up. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to see what he does next. So
I cannot wait to see what he does next. I am so up for this.
well, thank you everybody for joining us on this week's episode of the WrestleCast. Thank you for enjoying the match my son puts on. Next week we are going to be talking about TNA Genesis, the first TNA event of the year, taking place in Dallas actually. So gonna be back here.
Are we gonna have a quiz on Friday? No, that was Genesis when we were in high school reading the Bible for.
That's what it was. Yeah, Fresh Religion. Rest in peace, Father Cowie.
Yeah.
But yeah, just real quickly, 5 matches so far on the card right now. We'll talk about them. But the Hardys did announce yesterday morning that Joe Hendry will be making an appearance at Genesis. In what capacity? Who knows? So we'll see how this goes as well. But that's
no, the Dudleys retired, right?
the Dudleys were
Dudleys retired.
Yeah. So, and I believe this is going to be the last pay-per-view before the Impact moves into the AMC era, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's weird. Impact on AMC,
I know, but just calling it the AMC era just sounds funny. Like we're going to the movie theater.
yeah. This Hebrew Oaks, I wish it was still around, like
Yeah.
AMC theater, if you will. So, but yeah. All right, so that's what we're gonna be discussing next week. Week after that, we'll talk about Hybrid Experience. Might possibly have an interview that week as well. I'm working on one. I'll tell you guys after the show. But yeah, I'm
Nice.
working on one as well. So,
Cool.
and leading up into Royal Rumble week, just keep an eye if you are watching Raw on Netflix, want to see it live. It's going to be in the afternoon for the next few weeks. They are doing a European tour before they get over to Saudi. They're going to be in Germany, actually starting this Friday. So Friday, SmackDown will be on a tape delay here. But Raw on Netflix will be live, but it's going to be probably around 1 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time, depending where they are. So, all right.
Cool.
Well, thank you again once again. Over here, we got Tommy.
Thanks, guys.
We got Mike.
Thanks, guys. Be good to each other.
And I'm JC. As always, heels and baby faces. Remember, pro wrestling is real.
People
Are
Fake.
fake. See y'all next week.
Da-da-da.
Na. Angel, I'm not going to a party that is shark themed. Na, 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 na.